Have you ever found yourself holding a menu farther away just to read it? Or maybe driving at night feels more stressful now. Headlights seem brighter, and signs a little blurrier. What if something as simple as what you eat could quietly defend your eyesight, without medication or surgery? Welcome back, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. If you've been following Senior Health Boost, then you already know we've been diving deep into how to protect your vision as you age. But today, we're going one step further into something that's practical, easy to start, and surprisingly powerful. But first, let me ask you something a little personal. Have you noticed your eyesight changing lately? Maybe the fine print on labels seems harder to read. Maybe you're squinting more to recognize faces across the room. Maybe nighttime driving, something that once felt routine, now comes with a little anxiety. At first, it's just annoying. But for many people, those small changes snowball into something much more serious. Here's the reality. In the United States alone, over 12 million adults over 50 are living with vision problems right now. And for many of them, those problems can lead to irreversible vision loss or even blindness. That's a tough truth. But what makes it even tougher is that it often creeps in slowly. One day, you're struggling to read a restaurant menu. A few months later, you're misjudging the last step on a staircase. Before long, you're avoiding the things that used to make life joyful, driving to visit friends, reading your favorite novel, cooking meals you once loved. Because losing your vision doesn't just affect your sight, it affects your confidence, your independence, your connection to the world around you. But here's the part I hope gives you as much hope as it gives me. In many cases, this decline is not only preventable, it's reversible. And one of the most effective tools you have at your disposal? It's not a new prescription. It's not a high-tech procedure. It's actually something right on your plate. That's right. The foods you eat every day can either feed your vision or quietly undermine it. And today, I'm going to walk you through 7 specific foods, all backed by science, that support and protect your eyes as you grow older. These aren't rare, exotic ingredients. They're simple, everyday foods you can find at any grocery store. You don't need to change your entire lifestyle overnight. You just need to start small and stay consistent. And if that sounds like the kind of advice you're looking for, I encourage you to subscribe to Senior Health Boost. We're building a community of seniors who want to stay sharp, strong, and independent without the overwhelm or confusion. So grab a pen, or better yet, just sit back, relax, and let's go through these 7 powerful foods together. Because it's never too late to start protecting your eyes. And trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked but powerful foods in the produce aisle. Bright, crunchy, naturally sweet. You've probably walked past it hundreds of times at the grocery store. Yes, I'm talking about red bell peppers. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Really? Peppers? But don't let their familiar look fool you. These colorful vegetables are eye health superstars, especially as we age. Here's why. Red bell peppers are loaded with vitamin C. In fact, one large red bell pepper contains more than 200% of your daily vitamin C needs. That's over 7 times more than an orange. And that's a big deal. Vitamin C is one of your eye's strongest natural defenses against age-related damage. As we get older, our eyes experience something called oxidative stress. That's just a fancy term for when unstable molecules known as free radicals begin attacking healthy eye cells. Over time, this can lead to cataracts, blurred vision, and even macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. But vitamin C acts like a powerful shield. It protects the delicate blood vessels in your eyes and helps neutralize free radicals before they can do long-term harm. According to the American Optometric Association, people who get enough vitamin C daily may reduce their risk of developing cataracts by up to 33%. And it's not just about prevention. Vitamin C also plays a key role in maintaining clear, sharp vision by supporting your body's production of collagen, the protein that gives your eyes structure and strength. But there's more. Red bell peppers are also a source of beta-carotene, a compound your body converts into vitamin A, which is essential for a healthy cornea and for preventing night blindness. So the next time you're walking through the produce section, don't overlook that vibrant red pepper. It's not just a colorful garnish, it's eye fuel, plain and simple. And this is just the beginning, because we still have 6 more foods to explore, each one uniquely powerful for protecting your eyesight. In the next section, we'll dive into another grocery store staple that's rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that go directly to the retina and shield it from light damage. Let's keep going. Your vision is worth it. In the last section, we explored how something as simple as a red bell pepper can deliver a powerful punch of nutrients to help defend your eyes against aging. Now let's keep that momentum going with more easy, everyday foods that quietly support your vision from the inside out. Let's start with this. You don't need to overhaul your diet to protect your eyes. In fact, sometimes just one ingredient, prepared the right way, can make all the difference. Take red bell peppers, for example. You don't need to turn them into a gourmet meal to reap the benefits. Just slice one into strips and enjoy it raw with a small dish of hummus. It's a quick, crunchy snack that not only satisfies your hunger but also delivers a one-two punch for your eyes. Why does this combo work so well? The red pepper gives you a huge dose of vitamin C, while the zinc in the chickpeas helps your body absorb vitamin, another key nutrient for vision. And if you prefer something warm, here's an even easier option. Roast your peppers. Just toss a few slices onto a baking sheet, drizzle lightly with olive oil, and roast them at 400 F until they're soft and slightly caramelized. Not only does roasting make them sweet and tender, it also increases the bioavailability of their antioxidants. That means your body can actually absorb more of the good stuff. It's a delicious, comforting way to nourish your eyes without changing a single habit beyond how you prep your veggies. So next time you're at the grocery store, pause when you see the bell peppers. Toss one or two into your cart. They may look simple, but they're doing big things behind the scenes. Now, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something tiny but mighty. Chia seeds. These little black seeds might not look like much, but they could be one of the most powerful allies your eyes have, especially if you're over 60. Let's begin with a condition that's more common than people think yet rarely discussed. Elevated intraocular pressure. In plain terms, too much pressure inside the eye. It sounds harmless, but over time, that pressure can damage the optic nerve and lead to glaucoma, one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. And here's the dangerous part: glaucoma is often symptomless. There's no pain, no warning signs. Many people don't know anything is wrong until permanent vision loss has already begun. That's where chia seeds come in. Chia is one of the best plant-based sources of alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that has been shown to reduce intraocular pressure, support better blood flow to the retina, and calm inflammation in the eye. So, these seeds aren't just helping with glaucoma risk, they're helping your eyes function better every single day. But it doesn't stop there. Chia seeds also help with something most older adults know all too well: dry, irritated eyes. Whether it's because of screen time, changes in tear production, or just age-related shifts in hydration, that burning, stinging, gritty feeling becomes a regular part of life for many people. What if your solution wasn't another bottle of artificial tears but a daily boost of natural hydration? Chia seeds are hydration heroes. They can absorb up to 10 times their weight in water, turning into a soft, gel-like texture when soaked. That gel helps your body stay hydrated not just in general, but in the tissues that matter most, including your eyes. When you're better hydrated, your tear film stays stable. That's the thin, protective layer that covers the surface of your eye and keeps it moist, nourished, and comfortable. So how do you make chia part of your daily routine without complicating your life? Here's a simple idea. Chia pudding. Before bed, stir 2 tablespoons of chia seeds into a glass of unsweetened almond milk or coconut water. Give it a good mix, then pop it in the fridge overnight. By morning, you'll have a pudding-like treat that's easy to eat and easy on your digestion. If you want to get fancy, add a handful of blueberries for extra antioxidants that support retinal health. No prep, no fuss, no supplements or pills. Just a gentle habit that works in the background to help your eyes stay hydrated, nourished, and strong. Isn't it amazing how something so small can make such a big impact? Now, let's take a leap from land to sea. Because when it comes to protecting your eyesight, there's a quiet little superfood from the ocean that deserves more attention. No, it's not fish. It's not shellfish either. It's something many of us have seen wrapped around sushi rolls or tucked into Asian soups: seaweed. Yes, the thin, papery green sheets often used in Japanese cooking may actually hold the key to protecting your retina, the part of your eye responsible for sharp, detailed central vision. As we age, the retina becomes more susceptible to wear and tear, and one of the most serious threats to it is a condition called age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. AMD is the leading cause of vision loss in Americans over 50. It begins slowly, and for many people, it progresses rapidly, leading to the loss of central vision. That means difficulty reading, driving, recognizing faces, and even seeing the food on your plate. It's scary and often irreversible. But here's where seaweed shines. Seaweed is one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3s, specifically DHA docosahexaenic acid and EPA icosapentaenic acid. Most people think of salmon or mackerel when they hear omega-3s, but 100 grams of certain seaweeds can actually offer more usable omega-3s than a standard serving of fish. And these aren't just any omega-3s. DHA and EPA are the exact forms that your retina needs to stay strong. They help reduce inflammation, support the health of photoreceptor cells, and even protect against oxidative stress, the kind of silent damage caused by aging, sunlight, and environmental toxins. So whether you enjoy it as dried snacks, in soups, or wrapped around rice, adding just a little seaweed to your weekly meals can go a long way. You don't need to become a sushi chef or change your entire diet. Just keep an open mind, and maybe toss a pack of roasted seaweed snacks into your grocery basket the next time you're out shopping. They're crunchy, salty, satisfying, and secretly doing wonders for your eyes. And don't worry, we're not done yet, because coming up next, we'll talk about a bright orange root you probably already have in your kitchen. It's earthy, anti-inflammatory, and loaded with compounds that help protect your optic nerves and blood vessels, and it might be exactly what your eyes have been asking for. Stick with me. Your vision deserves every ounce of support you can give it. So why does seaweed matter so much for your vision? Because DHA isn't just helpful, it's essential. According to research from the American Academy of Ophthalmology, people who consume more DHA, especially from natural sources like seaweed, have a lower risk of developing age-related macular degeneration (AMD) and experience better overall visual function. That's a big deal, especially when we're talking about a food that's so often overlooked. But seaweed's benefits don't stop at protecting the retina. It also tackles one of the most common complaints I hear from older patients: dry, irritated eyes. You know the feeling, burning, stinging, a scratchy sensation that no eye drop seems to fix. Well, the omega-3s found in seaweed can strengthen the tear film, which is the thin layer of fluid that coats and protects your eyes. One clinical study showed a 45% improvement in dry eye symptoms after regular omega-3 intake. That's not a subtle difference, that's the kind of change that makes you more comfortable reading, driving, or simply going about your day without eye fatigue. Now, how do you actually eat seaweed without turning into a sushi chef? It's easier than you think. Start with 1 to 2 tablespoons of dried seaweed flakes. Sprinkle them into a salad. Stir them into soup. Mix them into your scrambled eggs or morning omelet. They're almost flavorless, but loaded with nutrients. Or for a satisfying snack, lightly roast a few full seaweed sheets in the oven. Add a drizzle of olive oil before baking at a low temperature to keep the delicate omega-3s intact. You'll end up with a nutty, crunchy bite that's good for your eyes and enjoyable to eat. Want to maximize absorption? Pair the roasted seaweed with a few slices of avocado. Not only does it add creaminess and flavor, but vitamin E from the avocado helps your body make the most of those omega-3s. You don't need to complicate your meals. A sprinkle here, a strip there. Because when it comes to your eyesight, small steps make a big difference. Now, let's turn to something sweet and colorful. One of the most underrated tropical fruits for eye health, papaya. You probably know papaya for its juicy texture and mellow flavor. But what many people don't realize is that papaya is a powerhouse when it comes to protecting aging eyes. Why? Because our eyes are under constant attack from something called oxidative stress. That's when harmful molecules, called free radicals, begin breaking down eye tissue bit by bit, day by day. This type of stress is one of the main contributors to cataracts and macular degeneration. And that's where papaya steps in to help. Just one medium-sized papaya contains over 200% of your recommended daily vitamin C intake. That's twice as much as what you'd get from an orange. And vitamin C is a crucial antioxidant, one that's especially important for eye health. It helps protect the delicate blood vessels in your eyes. And as we age, those vessels can weaken, making it easier for damage to occur. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, people with higher dietary vitamin C had up to a 30% lower risk of developing cataracts. That's a major benefit from a fruit that's affordable, easy to prepare, and widely available. But the benefits don't end there. Papaya also helps shield your eyes from something many people don't think about: UV light damage. You might not be sunbathing, but your eyes are still exposed to UV rays every single day. Whether you're walking to the mailbox, sitting by a sunny window, or driving in the afternoon light, UV exposure adds up. And over time, that constant light wears down the retina and can accelerate vision decline. The antioxidants in papaya, especially vitamin C, act like a natural sunscreen for your eyes, slowing that damage and helping your vision stay sharper longer. Here's a delicious way to enjoy it. Blend half a ripe papaya with a handful of fresh spinach and a splash of lime juice. It's a creamy, citrusy smoothie that delivers more than just flavor. The papaya gives you vitamin C. The spinach adds lutein and zeaxanthin to more vision-protecting antioxidants that filter harmful blue light. And the lime enhances absorption while adding a refreshing twist. It's easy, it's tasty, and it supports your eyes on multiple levels. If you've noticed your vision getting cloudy, if you're squinting more than usual, if headlights at night seem brighter or menus in dim lighting are harder to read, this tropical fruit might be just what your eyes are looking for. And speaking of nighttime struggles, let's talk about something that affects millions of older adults but often goes ignored. Have you ever noticed that your vision feels noticeably worse at night? Maybe you avoid driving after dark because headlights seem blinding. Or maybe restaurants with low lighting make it impossible to read a menu. You feel disoriented, even anxious. It's easy to chalk this up to getting older, but it could be a sign that your body is low in zinc. Zinc is a trace mineral, meaning your body only needs a small amount, but that amount plays a huge role in how your eyes function, especially when it comes to adapting to darkness. Without enough zinc, your eyes struggle to adjust when lighting changes. That's why some people notice a sharp drop in vision clarity once the sun goes down. And here's the good news: zinc is easy to get through the right foods. In fact, some of the most delicious ingredients in your kitchen are packed with it. Coming up next, we'll reveal the best zinc-rich foods for seniors, how they support vision in low light, and how to combine them with other nutrients to enhance their effects. Let's keep going, because your eyes don't stop working at sunset, and neither should your nutrition. Let's pick up where we left off with the issue of seeing clearly in low light. If you've noticed your vision getting worse at dusk, or if you squint more in dim restaurants, this next nutrient might be exactly what your eyes are missing. The key player here is zinc. Here's how it works. Zinc helps your liver deliver vitamin A to your retina. Once there, vitamin A is used to make melanin, a pigment that protects your eyes and helps them adapt to low light conditions. Without enough zinc, this chain reaction breaks down. Your eyes can't adjust as well to darkness. And the result? Blurry vision, light sensitivity, nighttime driving anxiety. So what's a simple, natural way to get more zinc into your diet, especially as an older adult? Surprisingly, it might already be in your pantry: chickpeas. These soft, nutty legumes, famous for being the base of hummus, are one of the best plant-based sources of zinc available. Just 1 cup of cooked chickpeas delivers about 25% of your daily zinc needs. And the science backs this up. A study from the National Eye Institute showed that increasing zinc intake by just 2 milligrams per day led to a 50% improvement in night vision for aging adults. That's a dramatic result for such a tiny adjustment. And here's something important to know: many seniors are unknowingly zinc deficient. This puts them at higher risk for both poor low-light vision and accelerated retinal degeneration. The good news? Chickpeas are affordable, easy to cook, and incredibly versatile. Here's one simple and flavorful way to enjoy them. Toss 1 cup of cooked chickpeas with olive oil, a pinch of turmeric, and a dash of black pepper. Roast them in the oven until crispy and golden. The result? A warm, crunchy snack that's packed with zinc, and thanks to the turmeric, delivers a bonus of curcumin, a natural compound that works alongside zinc to fight inflammation throughout the body, including in your eyes. Want to go a step further? Squeeze a little lemon juice on top before serving. The vitamin C in lemon helps your body absorb zinc more efficiently, giving you even more of the benefits. It's a small dish, but when it comes to night vision, it could make a big difference. Now, let's talk about a food that often gets pushed to the back of the shelf, one you may not have thought about in years: sardines. Yes, those little silver fish in the tin might just be one of the most underrated foods for eye health, especially for seniors. Here's why. Sardines are incredibly rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA and EPA, the same ones we talked about earlier in seaweed. These omega-3s do critical things for your eyes. 1. Reduce inflammation. 2. Promote healthy blood flow to the retina. That's essential, because chronic inflammation is one of the most silent but destructive threats to aging eyes. Even low-grade inflammation can begin to disrupt your retina's function slowly, subtly. Over time, this raises your risk for age-related macular degeneration (AMD), which affects your central vision, the part you rely on for reading, recognizing faces, and driving. According to the British Journal of Ophthalmology, people who had higher intakes of omega-3s were 39% less likely to develop AMD. That's not a small number. But sardines offer something even more. They're also loaded with vitamin D, and that's crucial because vitamin D deficiency is incredibly common in seniors. Just one small can of sardines gives you nearly twice your daily requirement of vitamin D. Why does that matter for your eyes? Vitamin D helps regulate immune function and reduce systemic inflammation, the kind of inflammation that quietly affects both your bones and your vision. If you've been dealing with light sensitivity, eye fatigue during screen use, or blurry text that comes and goes, those could all be signs of low-grade inflammation. And sardines might be one of the simplest ways to fight back. Now, let's make it tasty. Here's a quick and nourishing idea. Warm 1 can of sardines and serve them on a slice of whole grain toast. Drizzle with a little olive oil, sprinkle with fresh parsley, and squeeze lemon juice over the top. The lemon does more than just brighten the flavor, it gives you vitamin C, which helps your body absorb iron from the sardines. And iron supports healthy circulation, getting oxygen to the tissues of your eyes where it's needed most. No complicated prep, no trendy ingredients. Just a few simple steps that support your vision, fight inflammation, and deliver the nutrients your eyes crave as you age. We've now explored several powerful foods for your eyes, each one working in a unique way to protect your vision naturally. But there's one more group of nutrients we need to talk about. These are often missing from modern diets, but they're essential for maintaining the clarity, hydration, and strength your eyes depend on. In the next section, we'll reveal the top plant-based fats and vitamins that work behind the scenes to protect your eyes, especially during long screen use and dry environments. Let's keep going. Your future vision is worth it. Simple foods. No gimmicks. No hype. Just nutrient-rich ingredients that quietly work behind the scenes, protecting your eyes, one bite at a time. Take sardines, for example. They may not be trendy, but they're incredibly effective when it comes to nourishing your eyes. And more than that, they're a perfect example of what we've been saying all along. Consistency matters more than perfection. When you make eye-supporting foods part of your routine, your body responds. Not overnight, not dramatically, but gradually, rebuilding clarity, restoring comfort, and strengthening your vision from the inside out. Now, let's finish strong with one last food. It comes from deep in the ocean. It's often thought of as a delicacy, but for your eyes, it's closer to medicine in a shell. I'm talking about oysters. Yes, oysters. I know what you might be thinking. Oysters can seem like something reserved for fancy dinners or coastal vacations, but in terms of nutritional power, they're unmatched. What makes them so special? Zinc. Oysters are one of the richest natural sources of zinc on the planet, and zinc is essential for keeping your vision sharp, especially as you age. Here's what zinc actually does. It helps vitamin A reach your retina, where it's used to create melanin, a pigment that protects your eyes from light damage and helps you see better in low light. Without enough zinc, that entire process breaks down. You begin to struggle more in dim lighting. Your night vision fades. Your eyes become more vulnerable to glare and early signs of macular degeneration or cataracts. According to the American Optometric Association, increasing zinc intake has been shown to reduce the risk of advanced AMD by up to 25%. That's significant and incredibly encouraging. Now here's the part that surprises most people. Just 6 medium-sized oysters give you more than 500% of your recommended daily intake of zinc. That's more than any other food by far. If you've been feeling extra glare sensitivity, if the lights from oncoming traffic feel blinding, or if you're constantly adjusting your glasses to read in dim rooms, you might be low on zinc and not even know it. Zinc also supports tissue repair, which makes oysters particularly helpful for anyone recovering from eye surgery, laser treatment, or chronic irritation. If you've never tried oysters before, don't worry, there are gentle ways to start. You don't have to go raw. Try lightly steaming or grilling them. This keeps the zinc content intact while softening the texture and flavor. Then top them with a splash of vinegar and some chopped shallots for brightness. And here's a bonus tip. Pair them with steamed spinach on the side. Why? Because spinach is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that help protect your retina from blue light damage, especially from screens, overhead lights, or sunlight. So, yes, oysters may seem like a high-end treat, But for your eyes, they're one of the most effective natural protectors you can put on your plate. And what a fitting way to end our list with clarity, strength, and a reminder that sometimes the most powerful medicine comes from simple, whole foods. Now, if you're still with me, I want to pause and say something important. Thank you. Thank you for caring about your health. Thank you for investing time in learning how to take care of your body. And most of all, thank you for taking action to protect something as precious as your eyesight. Because here's the truth. Protecting your vision isn't just about reading fine print or seeing distant road signs. It's about living life fully, deeply, and independently. It's about reading bedtime stories to your grandkids without strain. It's about enjoying the way sunlight hits your garden in the afternoon. It's about recognizing the smile of a friend or the look in your partner's eyes. Your sight connects you to everything and everyone that matters. The good news? You don't need expensive treatments, complicated plans, or miracle cures. You just need consistency. Small daily choices that support your body, your brain, and your eyes. A spoonful of chia, a handful of roasted chickpeas, a salad with seaweed, a few steamed oysters on a weekend. It's these small things that, over time, become the big things. So if you've been feeling uncertain about your eyesight, if things seem dimmer, if reading is harder, if your eyes tire more easily, don't wait. Because the best time to take care of your vision was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. And if this video helped you in any way, if you learned something new, if you felt seen, or if you're walking away with a sense of hope, please take a moment to let us know. Click the like button, it lets us know this content matters. Share it with someone who might be noticing changes in their own eyesight. Leave a comment below, tell us which of these foods you're going to try first. And of course, subscribe to Senior Health Boost for more tips, tools, and science-backed guidance to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent as you age. Your eyes are still with you. They're still working hard, and they will respond to care. Not perfect care, just consistent, thoughtful care, one plate at a time. So until next time, take care of your body, take care of your eyes, and most of all, take care of yourself. You are not alone in this journey. And here at Senior Health Boost, we'll be right here with you every step of the way.